Good afternoon and welcome. Let me start off with I have the world's pickiest children. They want mac and cheese, chicken fingers, McDonald's, fries. So I hope you came hungry. What I'm about to show you is something that is quick, easy, and I made it up one day on a budget. Didn't have anything prepared at home and did not want to go to the store. I've already started making the meat and my noodles, but I can show you about what I've used just to give you a hint. So, for noodles, I use packs of these whole grain rotoni just to give it a little healthy kick to it. It's a pound of these. I use the whole pound, put it in water and oil, and let them boil for usually about 8 minutes or so. For meat, I do a pound of ground beef and a pound of what's this? A pound of the Dean's Jimmy Dean's hot sausage to give it a little kick. And my salsa is on the stove already. But I use the 4 cheese Alfredo and I mix it with the garden vegetable marinara. This way they get vegetables in it without knowing that they're getting vegetables. For the kids, you'll also need a bag of baby spinach, which I've already put in the bowl with my chopped up onion. You'll need a whole onion as well, and it's already chopped up in here. For the ending, you will need a bag of, I do the Italian 4 cheese or 5 cheese, but you can use there's Parmesan, mozzarella, any type of cheese that you want to use. You're going to need a strainer, a bowl to mix in, and then something to put in the oven. You will need to preheat the oven to 350 while everything's cooking. These are the 5 ingredients that I put in everything for this. I do a dash of the Italian medley. Gives it a little bit of spice. It does have a flavorful red crush in it. We do a dash of that. Garlic powder, a dash of that. I kind of just eye it every time I do it. There's no set amount. I do onion powder, and then of course salt and pepper. And all of those will go into the meat and the sauce, which I will show you now how I do this. So let's start with the onion powder. I just sprinkle it in to my just like so. I also sprinkle it into my sauces, which are cooking in the middle. Then we will take our garlic powder and do the same for both. So open it and just sprinkle it in like so in both. The Italian medley, we do the same. Do it right here and just dash it in to both to give it that flavor. Again, I eye it. I don't ever measure things out. You obviously can do differently for other bodies. Pepper and salt. And you'll see you just dash it in. And then you will want to stir everything. So I'm going to stir this out. start cooking, I do have everything in here already. It is going to be my onion and my spinach. I usually like to just peel the spinach like this, just so it gives you a little bit more. So while that's cooking, I will do this a little bit, just to get it in there. I make such a mess when I cook, but like my aunts always told me, a good cook makes a mess, a bad cook doesn't. This is our baking pan that I'll be baking with. It's a clear pan. I'm just going to go ahead and spray my pan down with the cooking spray. I believe this is the canola oil one. Just spray it down with this. I do it really well so the noodles won't stick. And just a few. So now that the meat's almost done, I go ahead and add all of this in there. So then it's the chopped onion and the spinach that you'll add in this mix. Now just mix all of these together, and there's the timer for it to be ready to be baked, which we already have this ready. And just occasionally keep going with this until the meat is done, or you see that everything is just ready together. While that does that, I'm going to get my strainer and my bowl ready to be prepared to go. So I always, with the baking dish, I always put a little bit of cheese on the bottom, just a little bit sprinkled out, so that way there's cheese on the bottom of the baking dish. And just kind of a lot of it here. And then I put some in my mixing bowl, so there's already some in there. For when I'm mixing everything together, and I add a little bit into the sauce. This is good. Okay. So it does look like the meat is now done. So this is what my meat does look like with the spinach and everything. So we're going to take the strainer and we're going to strain the meat. And then you'll just put it in the mixing bowl. And so that will be in the mixing bowl. And we're ready to put the sauce in there. Next step is to, I'm going to move this over onto a hotter towel. I'm going to roll that over. So next step is to strain our noodles. So strain. I don't we're gonna mix these things. So what I usually do is take the noodles and I go ahead and put them at the bottom of the baking pan, which is here. And you'll see why in a second. Pound of noodles. I said in the beginning, it's just a pound of noodles, and we're just gonna, we'll mix it all together in here, but it's all even in there. And now we will do the sauce. So I add the sauce into the mixing bowl that has all of our meat in it, and I just mix that up. And then I'll add some on top of the pasta, or the noodles, sorry. And then you mix that cheese in that we had in there together with it, which makes it really cheesy and really good. And you just even it all out from the bottom. And now it's time to put in your meat. And I put that on top, and I do a little at a time, and then I'll mix it. So I'll show you. Just so you're not trying to mix it all in this small little bowl. So there we go. Super cheesy. Lots of cheese. Okay. And you just spread it out, and then we'll add the rest to the top. So you'll take the rest of the cheese at this point, and you will just sprinkle it on top of your pasta dish. And once that is complete, the next step and final step is you will put this in the oven on 350 for 20 minutes or until the cheese is completely melted and looks done. So that is all you do. So let me put this in the oven. So leave it in there, 350 for 20 minutes or until the cheese is melted. Again, this is a quick, easy, on a budget. Need something for dinner, picky kids, whatever, you name it. Easy, go-to dinner recipe. And I call it my $1 million pasta. So there you go.